Most daring and dangerous Special Forces missions throughout history. Moscow Theater Rescue. In one of the boldest terrorist hostage takings in history, Chechen separatists besieged a Moscow theater holding more than 800 people captive for nearly a week. Up to 40 Chechen terrorists, including female suicide bombers strapped with explosives and detonators, held theatergoers for days, demanding the withdrawal of all Russian forces from the Republic of Chechnya. Negotiations broke down, 2 hostages were killed, and the Russian government spooled up the elite alpha group of the Federation's Spetsnaz. On October 26, 2002, using a specialized gas to knock out both the terrorist captors and their hostages pumped in through the theater's air ducts, the Alpha troops stormed the theater guns blazing. No quarter was given to the terrorists, some of whom lay unconscious with bombs still strapped to them and thumbs on their detonators. The Spetsnaz commandos shot nearly 40 Chechen terrorists and captured several more. While most of the hostages were rescued, more than 130 eventually died from poor care after the assault, the gas causing many to suffocate. Operation Nimrod. In one of the most public commando raids in history, 2 teams of British Special Air Service operators conducted an early evening assault on the Iranian embassy in London in front of hundreds of television cameras and reporters who broadcast the operation in real time. Dubbed Operation Nimrod, the SAS assaulters rappelled from the roof of the embassy and crashed through the ground floor to rescue 26 hostages, taken by an extremist Arab independence group. For 6 days in April and May of 1980, a team of 6 terrorists besieged the embassy, deadlocking on negotiations with British officials. On May 5th, the SAS was called in after the terrorists killed one of their hostages, and the raid was launched in broad daylight. More than 30 assaulters were involved in the raid, which killed all but one of the terrorists. 1 hostage was killed in the crossfire. Operation Oak. It was July 1943, and the Allies were beginning their push north from Sicily and bombing Rome. With the Nazis tied up in the epic Battle of Kursk in Ukraine, Italian fascist leader Benito Mussolini was left to his own devices after the Grand Fascist Council passed a no-confidence vote on his leadership, and he was arrested. Eventually imprisoned at the Campo Imperatore ski resort, high on a mountain in Gran Sasso, Italy, Mussolini was thought to be safe from any escape. But Hitler had other plans. So on September 12, 1943, elite paratroopers from the German Fallschirmjäger and Waffen-SS commandos flew DFS 230 gliders to the mountaintop redoubt, landing atop the resort and subduing Mussolini's 200 captors without firing a shot. The Italian strongman was then whisked away aboard a short takeoff prop plane and eventually took up residence in Vienna, Austria, Operation Flipper. On the eve of a major offensive in North Africa against the German Afrika Korps, British generals planned a daring operation to assault General Erwin Rommel's headquarters and kill or capture the legendary Desert Fox. Dubbed Operation Flipper, a team of nearly 60 soldiers from the #11 Scottish Commando and Special Boat Service were to make their way ashore on the coast of Libya and assault inland to Rommel's headquarters near Apollonia. But the November 10, 1941 mission was a disaster from the start. Weather eventually forced much of the assault team to abandon the mission, leaving only 25 commandos to attack the objective. The team made it to Rommel's headquarters but were shortly discovered by German staff and guards. The commando leader was shot and eventually died on the scene. And to make matters worse, Rommel was not at the headquarters. The raid on Sun Tay prison camp, dubbed Operation Kingpin and commanded by legendary Army Special Forces Colonel Arthur D.T. Bull Simons, the commando raid on the Sun Tay prison camp in North Vietnam, ranks up with one of the riskiest missions in Spec Ops history. And while ultimately unsuccessful in its primary mission of rescuing the camp's American prisoners of war, the mission serves as a prime example of joint special operations planning and support. And with that, we have reached the end of today's video. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our sharp insights and tips. Drop a comment below. We love hearing from you.